This is your Rise and Rain episode. No more shrinking, no more waiting. You're not unqualified, you're just unclaimed.
But by the way, let me introduce myself. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows me, but for those of you who don't, because I know we had like a huge wave of newbies, I am T. I am the creator, moderator, facilitator, whatever you want to call it, for the Elevated Soul Tribe. I am extremely happy to have everyone here. And just to let you know, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the sacred replay, I want you to take just a moment and take a breath with me. Just inhale power, exhale pressure, and welcome. This is Rise and Rain. It's the name of these lives. I feel like it was perfectly fitting for a queen. So we, in Rise and Rain, the purpose is to remember that our crowns are claimed and not given. And there's a story I want to tell. All right, so the thing is, I used to sell paparazzi jewelry for like 6 years. And I wanted so badly to be good enough to earn one of those beautiful crowns they give out at the convention. So like when you get to a certain rank, they start giving out, like, they start with like tiaras, but then like the further up you rank, they have these big, oh my gosh, and these are like real crowns. They are so beautiful. And I'm just like, I want one of those crowns. And I thought if I sold enough, if I hustled hard enough, if I hit the right rank, then maybe I'd finally be seen. Maybe I'd finally see my name in lights. And maybe I feel worthy. Maybe I feel like a queen. But the truth was, the hard truth that took way too many years for it to sink in. Jewelry was never my passion. It was the passion of my mentors, and it was the dream of the teams that I were on. Alright, I had like a C in English, so word was, I don't know, whichever one works. But it was never my dream. And you go to, if you've ever been in multi-level marketing, you go to these meetings and they get you all hyped up, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be like super excited to sell this thing, but it was never truly my passion. And I tried to feel that same passion that my mentor had. I tried to feel that same passion that my team leader had, and all I got was burnout. And then one day I had a moment of radical realization that I don't need jewelry sales to define me. I don't need jewelry sales to define me. I don't need a rank or reward to validate me. I don't even want the crown they're giving out. The crown wasn't meant for me. That one is not mine. Because I was never meant to earn a crown. I was meant to claim it. See, the thing is, the crown is your birthright. And so I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy my own damn crown. And not because I needed a title, not because I needed approval, but because I was done waiting for somebody else to give me permission to reign. I already had my spiritual crown sitting on my head, but I like a little bling, so I went out and got me a physical one too. Actually, now I have like 3 crowns. And honestly, it's time for a new one. But even without the rhinestones and the sparkle, I wear my crown every single damn day. And yeah, sometimes it gets a little crooked. Sometimes it gets caught in my hair. And I mean that physically and metaphorically. It's just like that sometimes. But I adjust that shit and I keep on going. Because I don't need anyone else to tell me I'm a queen. I don't need anybody else to tell me I'm a queen. You don't need anybody to tell you that you are a queen. I am the damn queen, and it's not up for debate, you know? I have the skill, I have the vision, I have the wisdom, and yeah, I have a lot of certifications, but I don't collect them to prove anything to anybody. I would say the weight, or they weigh more. What am I trying to say? My grit, my grind, my resilience outweigh all the certifications combined. Even after becoming a certified mindset coach, I still didn't feel ready to coach. But I kept going anyway. I kept following that tiny spark in my gut, and that spark, it led me to a vision that I never could have imagined. And even now, after clients, after coaching, after all of it, and even more certifications, some days I still don't feel ready. Many days I still don't feel ready. But guess what? I show up anyway. Here I am. Because I am more ready than I've ever been. And so are you. It's getting warm in here. My glasses are starting to fog up. And so here's the truth. Truth bomb. You're probably never gonna ever feel ready. Not fully. But you don't need 1 million followers. You don't need a 6-figure launch. You don't need a standing ovation to be who you came here to be. You just need that spark, and you need to honor it. Because if you ignore that spark long enough, it'll die out. And look around. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you know people who have had dreams, or you talk to older people and they talk about the dreams that they had and that they gave up on. Even some people that's not even that old will tell you how they've already given up on their dreams. It's never gonna happen. So see, if you let that spark just sit long enough unattended, it's gonna eventually die out. But if you follow it, if you nurture it, if you breathe life into it, it turns into a flame. And that flame turns into a fire. And here's another truth. The crown doesn't arrive after the money or the audience or the title. The crown is claimed the moment you decide. The moment you decide you are enough. Not right now, or yes, right now, right here. Not someday, not like, maybe, sort of, now, like right now. As soon as you decide to claim the crown, it is already yours today. You may feel unqualified, but you're not unqualified. You're just unclaimed. And no one can give you permission to rise, but you can embody that permission starting right now. And if this landed or made your crown tingle just a little bit. Speaking of crowns, here goes one of my crowns. And I hardly ever put it on because it almost always gets stuck in my hair. It was definitely not made for dreads, but that's okay. But if this made your crown tingle just a little bit, drop me a crown in the comments. And if this is your season to stop shrinking and start sovereigning, message me, Rain, and I will share with you how we can work together to help you break through the bullshit that's keeping you from stepping into your full badassery. And I have a prompt for you, a journaling prompt where you can journal it. You can just think about it and say it out loud. You can drop it in the comments, whatever works for you. But here's a question I want you to ponder. What are you no longer available for as the queen of your life? What are you no longer available for as the queen of your life? And I would like to close, as always, with an affirmation to anchor this energy, this queen energy, this crown energy. And you can repeat it out loud or to yourself. You can write it down. I don't wait for crowns. I claim them. I rise. I reign. And I do it now. And before I log off, I want to just drop a little ember in your ear. So you'll notice every once in a while I might post something badass is coming. I always got something badass brewing. Trust me, if I'm quiet, you better believe I'm working on something badass. But what I have been working on behind the scenes is called Sacred Wildfire. And so this is not just another Facebook group. This is actually a soul-led membership circle. This is going to be for the spiritual badasses, the lightworkers, the seers, those who are done playing small. Think like monthly rituals, custom sigils, energy drops, a real ass sisterhood, no fluff, no flake, just high vibes, just fire. And it's open, but I haven't done like an actual launch yet, which I will be broadcasting it later this week. I got a few more things to get set up in the portal, but I'm super excited about it. Been working on it for a long time. I started out about, I guess, almost this time last year, and I was listening to all these gurus and do this 6-figure launch and do this and do that, and I started building this course which was called Unstoppable Ascension. And I thought, I finally got my course together and my prices and the whole coaching program, and then I realized, like, this is not me. That's why it's taking me so long to do it, because it's not fueling my fire. And so I pretty much scrapped all of that. Not so much scrapped it, because it's still a really good program to put in a course form. So I'm definitely going to keep building onto it for a later time. But I was always meant to lead a women's circle, and this is it. Sacred Wildfire Queen Circle. Super excited about it. I have like a massive vision for it, and I can't wait to like tell you more about it. But just know that's coming this week. If you want more information about it, you can just drop me a fire in the comments, and I'll send you the link where you can check out more information on that. But until next time, walk like the throne is yours, because it is. And remember, you are an unstoppable badass, worthy of everything your heart desires. Let's get it.
This is your Rise and Reign episode. No more shrinking, no more waiting. You're not unqualified, you're just unclaimed. So claim it, crown yourself.